mean, 24 hours. Can't you be cordial to each other for 24 hours? It was their anniversary, and she made her husband feel like crap on their anniversary, and she's wondering if she's the a-hole in this situation. If you got something going on in your life, you want to share it with us, we turn around, share it with Bert Show fam. Hit us at thebertshow.com. Kristen has the email.
I'm married to a great guy. We knew each other in school, and I ran in the same group of people with his sisters. After I had a nasty breakup, we began to talk and ended up dating in February of 2014. We were married by May of 2015. He was so amazing when we first started dating, always taking me out, buying me things. You get the point. Prior to getting with my now husband, I had been in a 3-year-long relationship and an 8-year marriage. Both were less than perfect. So it was nice to finally have a guy make me feel important. He was and still is great with my boys. He's basically the only male role model in their lives. We also share a 6-year-old daughter. Now that the history part is out of the way, here's why I'm contacting you. Over the last few years, my husband has been less than amazing when it comes to my birthday, Valentine's Day, Christmas, etc. All the occasions where a husband and wife exchange gifts or do dinners out. He's never been a super romantic guy, and I've just grown used to that. But recently, he's really dropped the ball. Our anniversary was this past Sunday, and he completely forgot. I knew last week he had forgotten because he planned a trip with my in-laws and kids to go trail riding. My husband and son ride dirt bikes, and my in-laws have a 3-seater side-by-side, so obviously there was no room for me, which under normal circumstances would have been fine. I would have stayed home and got caught up on things around the house, but it was our anniversary. So as you can imagine, I was mad. I didn't bother to mention that it was our anniversary because he should have known. I was kind of a bit moody all week leading up to our anniversary, and he kept asking if something was wrong, but I'd just brush him off. I figure I'd give him a hint by suggesting we go out to dinner Saturday, since he made plans on Sunday, hoping he'd figure it out. But he never brought up our anniversary. So that morning, I woke up, and he told me happy anniversary, and that was it. I asked him if his phone or his mom reminded him, and he said, "No, you don't think I didn't know why we went out last night?" To which I responded, "Yeah, okay." He admitted that he forgot it was our anniversary when he planned the trip to go riding, and he was sorry, then asked me why I hadn't reminded him when he talked about the trip last week. Oh boy, was that the wrong thing to say. He proceeded to apologize, and since the kids were so excited to go, there was no way I was going to let him cancel. Not to mention, it was already too late, so I packed up the kids' stuff, got them all ready to go, and I took off. I decided to go on a little trip myself to Lake Michigan, about an hour north of us. Didn't even bother to tell him or say goodbye. Here's where the am I an a-hole comes into play. I ignored all his texts and calls all day. I posted online about how much it sucked to be on such a beautiful beach alone. I took pictures when I stopped at a diner and posted them with the caption, "Breakfast for one."
Oh.
I posted several pictures on Facebook from our wedding. When I finally made it back home, I continued to ignore him even when he tried to apologize. I went out of my way to make him feel like crap. Then he apparently went to the store to get stuff to make dinner, and by the time he got back, I had already started dinner. He said he was sorry and said he had hoped to make me dinner, to which I replied, "I don't need your last-minute attempts to salvage today." With that, we pretty much ignored each other the rest of the day. So, am I the a-hole for purposefully trying to make my husband feel like crap? I'd like to make one last point. I haven't received a Valentine's or Christmas from him in 2 years. If he does anything for me, it's usually him telling me to go order myself something, or he hits up the store next to his job and he buys me an assortment of candy I like. If it's his go-to last-minute gift idea, it's not a money issue. I don't need him to spend a bunch of money on me to make me feel important. He works hard to allow me to be a stay-at-home mom, but sometimes I don't feel like I'm important to him.
Okay, Dottie, who is the bigger a-hole? Because I think we're splitting
a-hole hairs.
A-hole hairs, butt hairs.
Yeah.
And somebody needs a wax.
And she left out the part like that I'm really curious about, so I hope she'll write us back and like remedy this. But she's not bragging about all of the gifts and wonderment that she's given to him. You know, she's just saying, I haven't got anything. And I'm like, well, what are you giving out? You can't just take all the time. And I know because I'm that person, dates sneak up on me. I forget birthdays, anniversaries, all the stuff. So I can't like get mad at my husband when he's got a hectic schedule and he forgets, or he just thinks, oh, that's our vibe now. We just don't get gifts for each other anymore. And especially with Christmas, it's kind of all about the kids. So I would want to say, like, are you treating him special too? Are you getting him gifts, or is this something you guys just both stopped doing for each other and now you're building resentment when he's like, yeah, we're just one of those cool couples that doesn't give each other gifts anymore?
There are situations that arise where both are a-holes. And I think we got one here. It's a stalemate. Yeah, I mean, the inner voice inside of me is just like, grow up. Like, I mean, going online and taking all the pictures and looking for all of the attention. I mean, come on, man. You guys are grown adults. Should be able to talk this thing out. He's an a-hole for not listening to you and what is important to you, and you going online was kind of an a-hole move also.
Yeah, I agree. I think two things can be true, and this is one of those situations. It seems like in his case, he was just more so kind of forgetful. That doesn't excuse it, but I don't think he went out of his way to do what he did, whereas in her case, she did. So I think because of that, you got to give them both a-holes of the week.
Of the week already?
Both of
both of them already.
I didn't mean it like that, but yeah.
I assure you there will be bigger a-holes.
I can imagine. Always a bigger a-hole somewhere.
The Bert Show.
Hey, do you like what you just watched? Because you can get more Bert Show for free. We drop new podcast every weekday, and you can find us anywhere. Spotify, Apple, any place you get podcasts.